I have spent many months testing both Transparent Labs grass-fed whey isolate and the Naked Whey grass-fed whey, and I've published in-depth reviews on both on 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗏.com and on this YouTube channel. Since publishing these videos, I have had many people asking the same question: which one of these two proteins is the cleanest? The goal of this video is to compare the Transparent Labs protein to Naked Whey head-to-head to determine which protein comes out on top as the cleanest. To do this, we will first define what clean means and then compare these proteins across the following key criteria: ingredient transparency, protein source, added ingredients, quality assurances, and user experience factors. Let's start off with Transparent Labs grass-fed whey. Now, Transparent Labs use 100% grass-fed whey from American cattle raised without the use of growth hormone, growth factor, or anabolic steroids. Grass-fed whey is considered a gold standard in the industry since cows that are fed a grass-only diet generally have a higher quality of life. It is suggested that grass-feeding cows have a positive effect on the quality of the milk they produce, but most studies have shown that these benefits aren't passed down to the whey powder by the time it goes through processing. They are exclusively whey isolate, which has undergone some of the most thorough filtration, resulting in a protein powder that digests easily and has very low carbs and fat content. The low fat content helps keep the overall calories fairly low, and the removal of most of the sugar means that Transparent Labs isolate is virtually lactose-free and may be a suitable option for individuals with a lactose sensitivity. While the carb content does vary slightly by flavor between 1 and 3 grams, every flavor of Transparent Lab protein offers 28 grams of protein per scoop. Now, at 120 to 140 calories per serving, this means that Transparent Labs whey provides 80 to 93% protein per scoop, making it an excellent protein source. To put this into context, some flavors of Naked Whey have as low as 55% protein per scoop, meaning 45% of the calories found in the product come from carbs or fats. The unflavored Transparent Lab protein contains only one additional ingredient, sunflower lecithin. This ingredient is added to protein powder to help the protein powder dissolve, reducing the likelihood of clumping or experiencing a chalky texture. Transparent Labs has 14 different flavor varieties available. These flavors use a combination of stevia, salt, natural flavors, cocoa powder, peanut flour, cinnamon, and grape powder to achieve these flavors. One key significant benefit of Transparent Labs is that their protein is third-party tested and the results are publicly available on their website. This means that you can enter your specific lot number and see the testing results to know that your product is free of contaminants and that it actually contains the amount of protein that it claims to. Transparent Lab whey is also Informed Choice certified and Informed Protein certified. This is an added level of reassurance that this is a high quality protein that is safe for use by elite athletes who undergo drug testing for their sports. Transparent Lab whey costs $2 per serving. This is above the average cost of whey protein, which we calculated to be around $1.34 per serving. But this cost is on par or below similar products who use high quality grass-fed whey with no artificial additives. Transparent Lab grass-fed whey isolate tastes great and mixes well, and won the top 2 spots for taste when compared head-to-head in a blind taste test with other naturally flavored protein powders. So, who should take it? Transparent Labs grass-fed whey isolate is a good option for the following: individuals who want a variety of flavors, those looking to minimize carbs and fats, individuals with a lactose sensitivity, since this product is virtually lactose-free and may be less reactive than other proteins, drug-tested athletes who require Informed Choice or Informed Protein certifications. Now, before I move on to the next protein, I just want to let you all know that any of the products, especially the 2 that are talked about today, will be linked down below in the description box. Good news for you is that I've already done all the research on where to find the best deals to each of these products, so you don't need to. And I occasionally update the description box to keep the deals fresh. So anytime you're watching this video, it should still have the most current deal. So what is Naked Nutrition Whey? Naked Nutrition Whey, which I will refer to as Naked Whey in this video, is a protein powder made from grass-fed whey similar to Transparent Labs. Unlike Transparent Labs, who uses an isolate protein, Naked Whey uses whey concentrate. This type of protein has not undergone that same degree of filtration as an isolate, and as such, it retains more of its natural fat and carb content. Whey concentrates typically mix up a little bit thicker than whey isolates and have a lower protein percentage, but also a lower cost per serving than whey isolates. The unflavored variety of Naked Whey contains only one ingredient, whey protein concentrate. This protein offers 25 grams of protein with 2 grams of fat and 3 grams of carbs. These are not added carbs and fats, but are naturally occurring in the whey. At 120 calories per serving, the unflavored naked whey provides 83% protein per scoop, putting it into the high end of our criteria for a good protein source. One notable thing with naked whey is that the calories, carbs, fats, and cost per serving vary based on the flavor you purchased. On the farthest end of the spectrum, the chocolate peanut butter flavor has 180 calories, but the same 25 grams of protein as the unflavored. This means that only 55% of the calories in each serving come from protein, with 45% of the calories coming from fat and carbs. Each flavor also has a different amount of servings per 5-pound container. If we stick to the previous example, the chocolate peanut butter flavor only has 52 servings per container, making the cost $3.26 per serving. But the unflavored protein has 76 servings per container, costing $2.24 per serving. Where Transparent Labs uses stevia extract and natural flavors to create their flavored options, Naked Whey uses organic coconut sugar and a combination of organic cocoa powder, organic natural flavors, organic dried strawberries, peanut flour, and sea salt for theirs. The addition of real coconut sugar instead of stevia, which has 0 calories, means that the calories and sugar content of Naked Whey is higher than other whey proteins with as many as 13 grams of carbs and 5 grams of added sugar per serving. Like Transparent Labs, Naked Whey is Informed Choice certified, which means that it does undergo third-party testing and is safe for use by drug-tested athletes. Unlike Transparent Labs, Naked Nutrition does not have the results of their testing publicly available. Naked Nutrition is available in 6 different flavors: unflavored, chocolate, double chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate peanut butter. So who should take it? Naked Nutrition whey protein is a good option for the following: someone who wants to avoid all non-nutritive sweeteners, athletes who undergo drug testing, those with a more generous supplement budget, individuals who have no dairy allergies or sensitivities, and lastly, individuals who prioritize minimal ingredients over taste and mixability. All right, so now let's put the proteins head to head in the different categories. So first category is ingredient transparency, and the winner is actually a tie. Both brands pride themselves on the quality of ingredients they use and use American source grass-fed whey. Transparent Labs has the advantage in that they disclose exactly how much of each ingredient is used, and they provide the third-party testing and data for their products. On the other hand, Transparent Labs uses natural flavors in all their flavored proteins, which has no regulation and can still include ingredients that are highly processed. Overall, both brands do a great job with ingredient transparency. Protein source. The winner must go to Transparent Labs. Now, both products use grass-fed whey like I mentioned, but Transparent Labs uses an isolate protein, which has a higher protein percentage and less sugar and fat. The isolate protein, which has virtually all the sugar removed, means that it also will be virtually lactose-free, making it a potentially suitable option for individuals with a lactose sensitivity. If we compare the unflavored proteins, Transparent Labs has 93% protein per scoop, and Naked Whey has 83%. Both are great sources of protein, but Transparent Labs has the clear advantage. Next one, added ingredients. The winner is Naked Whey. When it comes down to which protein powder has the fewest added ingredients, Naked Whey is the clear winner. In the unflavored options, Naked Whey has only one ingredient: whey protein concentrate. Transparent Labs is still a very minimalistic item, but has the addition of sunflower lecithin for mixability. Overall, Naked Nutrition uses significantly fewer ingredients to flavor their protein powder and chooses to forego any lecithins. In the flavored options, both products use natural flavors, cocoa, vanilla, and salt in their formulas. Now, Transparent Labs adds stevia as a non-nutritive sweetener to keep the overall calorie content lower and protein percentage higher. Naked Whey, on the other hand, uses raw coconut sugar to sweeten the protein powder, which increases the carb and calorie content and lowers the protein percentage. Next, quality assurances. The winner is Transparent Labs. Both Naked Nutrition and Transparent Labs are Informed Choice certified, ensuring that their products are free from contaminants and safe for use by drug-tested athletes. Transparent Labs has the advantage of having their testing results publicly displayed online for anyone to see, which Naked Whey does not offer. Both brands pride themselves on using high-quality ingredients and grass-fed whey, which is hormone-free. TL has invested in the Informed Protein certification and can also find their third-party testing results directly on their website. Naked Whey does not have the Informed Protein certification and does not have their testing results publicly available. User experience. So the winner goes to Transparent Labs. When it comes to taste and mixability, Transparent Labs has the clear advantage with a superior taste and easy drinking texture. I found Naked Whey to be a little gritty and unpalatable. I can appreciate that for some individuals, their number one priority is going to be finding a protein powder that uses as few ingredients as possible in their formulas. In this case, Naked Whey does win it out. For me, however, there's no advantage to a protein powder if I find it so unpleasant that I won't even drink it. This has been my honest experience with Naked Whey. I find the taste extremely bitter despite the high sugar content, and the texture was really gritty and difficult to drink. When I did a blind taste test putting different chocolate proteins against each other to determine which had the best taste and texture, the 2 Transparent Labs chocolate proteins took the top 2 spots, and the 2 Naked Whey flavors held the worst spots. That being said, there's something for everyone, and there are some reviews on the Naked Whey website praising it as the best tasting product that they've ever tried. That about wraps up my review on comparing both the Transparent Labs and Naked Whey proteins, with the winner clearly going to Transparent Labs protein. Go check out my dedicated review video on Transparent Labs right up here in this corner or down below. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down below. If not, I will see you next time. Peace.